Welcome back to the Dana Core Show. Very exciting show for you. We're discussing multiple topics ranging from politics into current events as well as entertainment. In other news, for those who are not following, apparently a pretty famous music executive, a guy by the name of Big U. He actually is associated, I believe, with a number of different artists from, I think, Kendrick Lamar and some of those West Coast artists. He's pretty well known in the hip hop game. He is apparently being investigated by the FBI for a number of different things, from racketeering charges and other things going on. I think they're hitting him with the Rico. This is similar to the situation that took place with Young Thug in Atlanta, and so he's doing a live kind of explaining how things got to this point. Let him kind of explain it, and then I'll kind of weigh in on what's going on.
This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. Talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, going to deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bull crap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to, I don't even know what to say. 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
First Street, it might be I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. Appreciate y'all. Go. I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't give none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around telling me I was using Developing Option as a cover. A cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's going to be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they going to arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you going to lump me in with all them? But it's all a big picture though. It's all a big picture. Now I'm going to be sitting in here. It's going to be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they going to say? Ruining people's lives. I heard it's over 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Church, just pray for me. Pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. I'm looking at the people they arrested. people that I don't even talk to. That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Kenny. Everybody know I don't fuck with Brick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have that call themselves turn against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate. Rating all this stuff and talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. This shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. All right, man. Just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police and y'all sitting there following them? Everybody that's a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows, and y'all need to. Everybody who following them, promoting them, anything, y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black, and y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got the last thing to say. Wax said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wax. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of them until they lock me up.
Okay. All right. Now, normally I don't weigh in on topics like this. It's kind of not the type of stuff I really like to talk about. All right. So from what I'm gathering from this video, it seems like this guy is a former felon. I guess he used to be, locked up or whatever. He's from the West Coast, and I think they're saying there's some gang affiliation with him, with the Crips or whatnot. And I guess this guy, his earlier parts of his life, he was arrested. He's, gotten out. And for the last 20 years, he's made something of himself. And, he seems to be doing good. He's obviously got into the music industry and, has built somewhat of a career for himself and a name for himself. And from what I've heard through news feeds, it seems like he was helping the city with anti-gang violence efforts. So he created a nonprofit that was taking funding for, giving young men an alternative to gang life and really trying to prevent gang initiation and things of that nature, simultaneously as he was kind of doing his thing in the music industry. So I think Whack 100 is a guy who is a manager for Game. They know each other, but it doesn't seem like they're in good terms. I don't really know the dynamic of their relationship, but it seems like there is a trend of people's friends and sometimes foes going online and talking and implementing or insinuating certain things, certain wrongs were done. And once those insinuations are now published online, the feds start listening in and they start to investigate and connect dots and do things of that nature. And then eventually the whole thing comes crashing down. Now, my view for anybody is the street life isn't really what it's cracked up to be. And I know a lot of times it get glamorized by a lot of these guys. It really isn't. And I think when, young men see that, this is how people are making money, it draws them in to that, to want to portray that image or to want to be like that. But the results end up being incarceration and a bunch of BS, either early death or incarceration. It's not really a worthwhile life to live. That being said, for the guys who did go in, came out, changed their lives, I can understand there's an element of sympathy my heart can feel for a man who's just trying to get his life together. I don't think anyone wants to be locked away and lose their freedom. Again, I don't know this man's past, his history. I don't really know details about his case. But from what I can gather, it seems like for 20 years he's been out as a former felon out, and he's been doing good. And because there were certain things being said online or on these platforms, the feds are just kind of calling a Rico and bringing everybody in. Now, this similar case happened with Young Thug, and this dude was in jail for years with random people making allegations and ultimately got released. But it did affect his ability to make a living and earn money. And because he was dealing with these legal cases, he lost a lot of money. The one thing I would say is being a black man in America comes with its own challenges. I'm not telling anybody to be a victim, but it tends to be, the sentiment is that there is a target on us. And if there's anything any of us could do to eliminate that target, to not, implicate yourself in anything, I would recommend that you do it. Because justice for Black American men, I don't believe is justice for other people from other races. It's a different measuring stick, and there's, to me, a target on your back in some way, shape, or form. And so, for the guys that are in this music industry life and kind of doing these things, it's probably good to be mindful of your social media presence, because if that negative persona is already on you, and then now you're sort of drawing attention to a particular lifestyle with people who probably don't want to see you thriving in life, it just increases the probability of you being picked on. Now, I don't know what this man's situation is. My prayers go out to him and the people involved. At the same time, I know that law enforcement has to do their job, and I wish all the parties luck on what it is that they got going on with regards to this. But my advice to the young people who's being influenced by this stuff online is just be mindful, man. Like, move in a way, you know, that says you want to be taken serious in life, and you're not trying to attract the negative attention or the negative energy, because there are haters out there. There are people who don't want to see you win, and you don't want to give them fuel for your destruction. So, this message, I mean, I kind of did this not because I like to weigh in on topics like this, but this message was done mainly for the young people who are oftentimes influenced by some of these figureheads, and who may want to emulate and follow after these guys' examples. Again, I'm not a character of any. I'm not the judge of anyone's character here. I don't know the fullness of any of these people's business, and it's really something I don't tend to weigh in much on. But I do understand the persona of black men in America is not one that's necessarily positive. Now, things ain't what they used to be, but they also are not a walk in the park either. There's still certain perceptions that people have of us, and be mindful of your brand is what I would tell my younger cousins. Be mindful of your brand, be mindful of your last name, be mindful of who you are, and make sure you carry yourself in a manner that is respectful and praiseworthy. So, that being said, that's my views on that. It seems like this man, got a battle ahead of him. My prayers goes out to him. Hopefully there is no validity to the charges, and he's able to protect his freedom. And then there may be some recourse with this, because it sounds like, the guy might think some other people in the industry set him up, and you never know if he's a street guy. You never know, one thing can lead to another. You never know how crazy this thing can go. So all you could do is put this stuff in prayer, and wish for the best. All right, Mr. B signing out.